ॐ नमो नारायणाय ॐ नमो नारायणाय
Asmad Gurubhyo Namaha, Asmad Parama Gurubhyo Namaha, Asmad Sarva Gurubhyo Namaha. So we're going to conclude the 13th Vilas today. We've been talking about, in 12th and 13th Vilasas, we've been talking about the Ekadasi Vratam and also about Mahadwadasis. So we have one last Mahadwadasi, I believe, that we have to go over. And so let's get straight to the text and have a look at it. So this is text 467. And it says the discussion of the Pakshavardhini Mahadwadasi. So Lord Brahma made this statement, which is found in the Padma Purana. If an Amavasya or Purnima completes its full term of 60 dandas by overlapping the next day, the preceding Dwadasi is called Pakshavardhini Mahadwadasi. This vow of observing this Mahadwadasi is equal to the performance of 10,000 horse sacrifices. Text 468. O foremost Brahmanas, hear now from me about the process of observing this great vow. Text 469. Lord Vishnu becomes pleased when he is worshipped by the chanting of proper mantras and offering of arghya. So where is this from? It seems like this is all from Padma Purana. Yeah? Text 470. One should decorate a pitcher, a kumbha, right? A pot filled with water with markings of sandalwood paste. Place 5 kinds of jewels in that water and offer a flower garland to the pitcher. After installing the pitcher, one should take a copper plate filled with wheat, and means wheat berries, means not, the uncrushed wheat. We don't usually see it so much, but anyway, and place it on top. Text 471. Make a golden deity of Lord Narayana and address him by the name of the month in which you're worshipping him. So give him a complete bath by pouring milk, ghee, honey, yogurt, honey, and water mixed with sandalwood powder over his transcendental body. That is called Panchamrita Snanam. So we address the Lord by, there are 12 months of the year according to the zodiac sign which the sun is in. Or it could be the lunar months also. We start with, Krishna says in the Gita, of months I am Margashirsha. So we usually start with Margashirsha, which comes just right after Kartik month or the Damodar month, and that is the Keshava month. So you start Keshava Narayana Madhava with the 12 names of Vishnu, and you identify the months starting from the month of Margashirsha, which comes in November, December, and then it comes around to October, November, which is the Kartik month, which is the Damodar month, which is the 12th month. Okay, so, and if Krishna says again in the Gita that he is that month of Keshava, the Keshava month. Okay, so if whenever you're doing this, whenever the Ekadasi comes, you address the deity, you invoke a deity, a golden deity on top of a pot, transcendental pot, with that name. So, text 472. One should decorate his body with tilak made of aguru, kumkum, and sandalwood paste. That means the body of the deity. Dress him with a fine dhoti and chadar and offer him an umbrella, shoes, and other suitable articles. Text 473 to 476. Place the deity on a plate and set it on top of the pitcher, and then begin to worship him. Worship his lotus feet by chanting Padmanabhaya Namaha, his knees by chanting Yoga Murtaye Namaha, his thighs by chanting Nrsimhaya Namaha, his waist by chanting Jnanaparadaya Namaha, his stomach by chanting Vishvanathaya Namaha, his chest while chanting Sridharaya Namaha, his throat while chanting Kaustubha Kantaya Namaha, his arms by chanting Kshatrantakaya Namaha, his head by chanting Sarva Rupine Namaha, and his entire body by chanting Divya Rupine Namaha. The Lord's weapons should be adorned by the chanting of their respective names. After worshipping the Supreme Lord, who is the master of the demigods and who carries a chakra or a discus in his hand, in this manner, one should again offer arghya made with coconut water. Text 477 to 478. Here is the arghya mantra. And so it goes like this: Samsararnava potaya papakshaya mahanala nara tarakagni prasamana janma mrityu jarapaha mam udhara jagannatha patitam bhavasagare grahana argyam maya datam padmanabha namostute. I offer my obeisances unto you, who are the bridge for crossing over the ocean of material existence. You are like a blazing fire that burns the straw of sinful reactions. O destroyer of the pangs of hellish life, O remover of birth, death, old age, and disease, O Lord of the universe, please deliver me, because I have fallen into the ocean of material existence. O Padmanabha, kindly accept this offering of arghya, my obeisances unto you. Text 479. One should then offer to the Lord nice food cooked in ghee, along with many sweets and juicy fruit. Text 480. One should offer incense and a ghee lamp having a wick covered with aguru and camphor. If one has the capacity, one should offer gugula mixed with ghee. Gugula is a type of incense. So he's talking about a ghee lamp here with a ghee wick with aguru and camphor. The aguru will make the lamp smell nice, and the camphor also will make a nice smell. And also camphor makes the flame brighter. And Google dupe is a type of incense. This is a type of flavor of incense mixed with ghee. And so actually many times you find this type of incense in India that's hand rolled incense, which is mixed, the fragrances are mixed with sandalwood powder and ghee and some of these other fragrances like Google. So text 481, then one should offer betel nuts mixed with camphor to the Lord, so tambulam, right? In the mood of pure devotion. Again, one should offer a ghee lamp or a sesame oil lamp. Especially in South India, they use sesame oil in the lamps sometimes, and in North India, a lot of times they use mustard oil. But anyway, sesame oil lamp is described here. Text 482. After completing one's worship of the Lord, one should worship his spiritual master by offering him a turban, dhoti, and kurta. It's interesting. I wonder what the it simply says here vastrani. Yeah, okay. Cloth, yeah. Okay, so text 483. One should also give the spiritual master money as dakshina. According to one's ability, one must satisfy the spiritual master by giving him nice food, betel nuts, tambulam again, and arghya. Of course, all these things have been offered to the Lord first. So text 484. So they're the prasadam from the Lord, which we're offering to the Guru. Text 484. If one has the means, he should observe Pakshavardhini Mahadwadasi with pomp. If one is not able to do so, one can observe it in a simple way. Thereafter, one should remain awake that night while engaging in chanting, dancing, and playing musical instruments. So again, the Mahadwadasi, we're not only worshiping the Lord, fasting, but we're also staying up all night. Text 485, a discussion of Jaya Mahadwadasi. Okay, so we have a different one here, Jaya Mahadwadasi. In the conversation between Vashishta and Mandata, which is found in the Brahma Purana, it is stated, if the Purnavasu star appears on the Dwadasi of the waxing moon, it is called Jaya Mahadwadasi, which is a very auspicious day, text 496. By observing this vow, one will not be subjected to a hellish life of formidable suffering. It undoubtedly awards one a merit equal to which is attained by performing an Agnistoma sacrifice. Agnistoma is a sacrifice, is one of the Shraddha sacrifices, which one of the 40 samskaras, which is observed to worship Lord Vishnu by offering soma juice to Lord Vishnu. So text 487, the vow of Jaya Mahadwadasi should be observed in the same way as Unmilani Mahadwadasi, which we discussed earlier. Text 488, this is confirmed by sage Markandeya. One should place tulsi in the water that bathed the Shalagram Shila for observing the vow of Jaya Mahadwadasi. So this is just normal that we put tulsi in the water that we use to bathe the deity or to bathe the Shalagram. So text 489, Ata Vijaya Avratam, right? So discussion of the Vijaya Mahadwadasi. So we had Jaya Mahadwadasi, now we have Vijaya Mahadwadasi. Also in the Brahma Purana, it is stated, when the star Shravana appears in the Dwadasi of the waxing moon, it is called Vijaya Mahadwadasi and is also very auspicious. Text 490, in the Vishnu Dharmottara, it is stated, know for certain that when the Shravana star joins the Dwadasi of the waxing moon, it is called the auspicious Vijaya Mahadwadasi. Text 491, bathing on this day amounts to bathing in all the holy places of pilgrimage, and by worshipping the Supreme Lord on this day, one obtains the benefit of worshipping the Lord for an entire year. Text 492, on this day, by chanting mantras only once, one obtains the benefit of chanting 1,000 mantras. In the same way, by giving charity, feeding brahmanas, performing fire sacrifices, and fasting on this day, one receives 1,000 times more benefit than on other days. Text 493. At Vijay, Ata Vijay Vrata Vidi. Okay, so here's the process of following Vijay Mahadwadasi. First of all, one should offer his humble obeisances to his spiritual master and then make a formal vow to observe this Dwadasi. For this purpose, one must make a deity of Lord Vishnu who holds a bow and arrow in his hands. Text 494, the mantra for making the formal vow. So this is the Sankalpa mantra. Dwadasyantu nirahara, which means, that we're going to fast, okay. Stitvaham parehani, bhikshe trivikramananta, sharanam me bhavachuta. O Trivikrama, O Ananta, O Achyuta, today I will observe a total fast and then break my fast tomorrow. Please be merciful to me so that my vow will not be broken. Text 495. One should install a pitcher filled with water and wrapped with a sacred thread on top of that water pitcher. One should place either a copper plate or a basket made of bamboo. Text 496. In the middle of the plate, one should place his worshipable deity and decorate his body with tilak and sandalwood paste. This should be followed by offering him fine white cloth, an umbrella, and a pair of shoes. Text 497. One should worship the Lord's head while chanting Vasudevaya Namaha, his face while chanting Sridharaya Namaha, his throat while chanting Krishnaya Namaha, his chest while chanting Shripataye Namaha. Text 498. His arms while chanting Shastrastra Dharine Namaha, his ribs while chanting Vyapakaya Namaha, his stomach while chanting Girishaya Namaha, his genitals while chanting Trilokya Jananaya Namaha. Text 499. One should chant Sarvadipataye Namaha while worshipping his waist and Sarvatmane Namaha while worshipping his lotus feet. Text 500. The mantra for offering Argya. Shankachakra Gada Padma Sharanga Sharabhushita Grihanargyam Mahadatam Shangapane Namostute. O Supreme Lord, who holds a conch, disc, club, lotus, bow, and arrow, please accept this argya offered by me. O Lord, who carries a bow, I offer my obeisances unto you. Text 501. After offering arghya, as before, one should offer incense, a ghee lamp, and palatable food cooked in ghee to the Lord. Text 502. Thereafter, one should offer the Lord betel nuts, again, tumbler, and then remain awake the entire night. The next morning after bathing, one should worship the Lord and offer him nice fragrant flowers. Text 503, offering prayers to the Lord. So this seems to be a mantra here, a pratna mantra. This is a prayer that you're supposed to offer. Namaste astu Govinda, Buddha Shravana Samjaka, Aghoram Shakshayam Kritva, Sarva Shoka Prado Bhava. O Govinda, O Buddha Shravana, I bow down to you. Please save me from illusion. Grant me immortality and bestow upon me all kinds of happiness. So, text 504. After praying to the Lord in this way, one should donate the deity of the Lord to his spiritual master and please him by offering arghya and other articles, that is, to the spiritual master. Then one should feed the brahmanas before breaking his own fast. Text 505. If the vow of Vijaya Mahadwarasi occurs on a Wednesday in the month of Bhadra, it is more glorious than all the other vows. Interesting. So text 506, a discussion of Jayanti Mahadwarasi. In the Brahma Purana, it is stated, Jayanti Mahadwarasi takes place when the star Prajapatya joins Dwarasi during the fortnight of the waxing moon. This vow is very famous and absolves one of all sinful reactions. Text 507. By worshipping Lord Govinda on this most auspicious day, all of one's sinful reactions that were accumulated during the previous 7 lifetimes are nullified. Text 508. In a conversation between Lord Brahma and Narada that is found in the Skanda Purana, it is stated, if the star Rohini joins Dwarasi, it is known as Jayanti Mahadwarasi. This excellent vow removes all sins and awards one all auspiciousness. Text 509. It's further said, the entire duration of life of one who never observes the vow of Jayanti Mahadwarasi is simply wasted. So, text 510. The process of following this vow. One who observes this vow should first offer his obeisances to his spiritual master and beg from him the procedure for following it. On that particular day, the devotee should bathe in water mixed with sesame seeds and amalaki fruit. Text 511. Here's the Sankalpa mantra, or the vow, or the mantra for making a formal vow. Jayantyantu nirahara, again, showing that they're fasting. Svobhute parameshvara, Vokshami pundarikaksha, Sharanancha rano tava. O Supreme Personality of Godhead, O Lotus-eyed Lord, I will fast on Jayanti Mahadwarasi and break my fast the next day. I beg for your mercy in this regard. Texts 512 to 513. As before, one should install a pitcher filled with water and place a plate either made of either gold, silver, or copper on top of it. Sesame seeds should be placed on that plate. One should then make a golden deity of child Krishna drinking his mother's breast milk and looking at her face, and install him on the plate after bathing him nicely. Text 514. Greeting the Lord during this vow. So this is a mantra to be chanted. Ehi ehi Jagannatha Vaikunta Purushottama Parivara Ganopeta Lakshmya Saha Jagatpate. O Lord of the universe, O Vaikunta, O Supreme Lord, O maintainer of the earth, please come along with Lakshmi Devi and your other associates. Come and grace this auspicious occasion. Text 515. A Vaishnava should install a deity by chanting mantras such as Manojoti and offer him Padya Arghya and other such substances. One should apply sandalwood paste and tilak on the transcendental body of the Lord. So we should look up this Manojoti mantra, and maybe it's also mentioned in the 19th Vilasa where it talks about installation. So it says here that we should install the deity by the chanting of mantras such as. right? So it says this mantra, Mano Jyoti mantra, so we have to find out what that is. Text 5:16. Thereafter, one should offer the Lord a fine white dhoti and chadar, followed by some nice fragrant flowers. Then one should offer a ghee lamp to the Lord, and if possible, erect a flower decoration around him. Flower decoration, just like we see in Vrindavan, they do what's called pool bungalow. They make an actual house or palace made of flowers, or also carved banana trees. Like you get the banana tree and you carve up the bark of the banana tree and make it into a house. So text 5:17. Next, one should sincerely begin to worship the Lord by singing, dancing, playing musical instruments, chanting Vedic mantras, offering prayers, and glorifying his characteristics and pastimes after first offering worship to his spiritual master and with unalloyed devotion. Okay, so all the time we're talking about approaching the spiritual master, taking his permission to worship the Lord, then worshiping the Lord, then offering the prasadam of the worship back to the spiritual master. So again, text 5:18. First, worship Mother Devaki, right? So here's the Devaki puja. So this seems to be also a puja mantra. Adite Deva Matastvam Sarva Papa Pranashini Atastvam Pujayishyami Bhito Bhava Mayasya Tu. O Mother of the Supreme Lord, O Mother of the demigods, you destroy all sinful reactions, and so, being afraid of material existence, I worship you. Text 5:19. This is also to be chanted. So, Pujitasi yata devai prasannatvam varanane pujita me tata bhaktya prasadam kuru suvrate. O lady with a most beautiful face, O most respectable one, just as you are worshipped by the demigods, kindly accept my worship. Text 5:20. Again, yata putram harim labdva prapta te nirvriti para tameva nirvritim devi swaputrat darshayasva me. O Devi, just as you are very jubilant because of having received your Lord Hari as your son, kindly allow me to have darshan of your beloved child, like that. And then it says, text 5:21, after worshipping Mother Devaki with the chanting of this mantra, one should worship Lord Krishna. Then one should offer arghya to both Lord Krishna and Mother Devaki. Interesting. So when worshiping Krishna, we can also worship his mother and take permission from his mother first to worship Krishna, and then worship Krishna, and then worship Mother Devaki. So here's the mantra for worshiping the Lord now. So text 5:22, the mantra for worshiping the Lord. Avatara sahasrani karosi madhusudana nate sankhya avataranam kaschid jnati vaibhavi. O Lord Madhusudana, you have incarnated in thousands of forms. Indeed, no one can even begin to estimate the number of your incarnations. Text 5:23. Deva Brahma Dayo Vapi Swarupam Na Vidustava Tatastvam Pujayishyami Matur Utsanga Samstitam. Demigods headed by Brahma do not fully comprehend your transcendental characteristics. Therefore, I will simply worship you as you are sitting on the lap of your mother. Text 5:24. Vanchitam kuru me deva duskritam chaiva nashaya kurushva me dayam deva samsara arti bhayapaha. O Supreme Lord, please fulfill my desire and nullify my sinful reactions. O Master of the universe, O Destroyer of fear of material existence, kindly be merciful to me. Text 5:25 to 5:26, the mantra for offering arghya. Jatakamsha artaya bhubhara utaranaya cha devanam hitartaya dharma samstarpanaya cha Kauravanam vinashaya daityanam nidanaya cha grahan aryam mayadatam devya sahito hare devakya sahito hare. O Lord, you have appeared in this world for the purpose of killing the demons such as Kamsa and thereby diminishing the burden of the earth, as requested by the demigods, as well as to re-establish the principles of religion. Kindly accept my offering of Arghya. Text 527, the glories of offering Arghya. In the same part of the Skanda Purana, it is stated, by offering Arghya to Lord Krishna as he is seated on the lap of his mother, one obtains the merit of donating the entire earth, along with its forests, mountains, and oceans. Text 528. Thereafter, one should offer the Lord incense, a ghee lamp, various food preparations, sweets, juicy fruit, and excellent betel nuts. Again, tumbler or pan. Text 529. Next, one should arrange for a festival of singing, dancing, playing musical instruments, and offering arti. One should remain awake that night, discussing Lord Krishna's childhood pastimes. Text 530, the glories of remaining awake that night. In the same part of the Skanda Purana, it is stated, all the sinful reactions of a person who remains awake on the night of Jayanti Mahadwarasi, reciting the Puranas, are burnt to ashes as if they were heaps of cotton. Text 531, the next morning, after completing one's morning rituals, one should donate the deity to his spiritual master and satisfy him with offerings of cloth, dakshina, and other gifts. Text 532. In the same Purana, that is Skanda Purana, it is also said, one who observes the vow of Jayanti Mahadwarasi in this manner delivers 21 generations of his family. Text 533. One who observes the vow of Jayanti Mahadwarasi, which is very dear to Lord Hari, even within his mind, will achieve the fulfillment of his desires and ultimately be promoted to the supreme abode of Lord Vishnu. Text 534, discussion of Papanashini Mahadwarasi. In the Brahma Purana, it is stated, whenever the star Pusha joins with Dwadasi of the waxing moon, it is called Papanashini Mahadwarasi. This day is very auspicious and is celebrated as the dispeller of sinful reactions. Text 535. Being worshipped by King Sagara, Kakutsta, Dundumara, and Ghadi, this is on this most auspicious day, Lord Krishna awarded them the rule of the entire earth. Text 536. There is no doubt that one is relieved from the reactions of all sinful activities committed with his body, mind, and speech during his previous 7 lifetimes, as well as from the torments of hellish existence, simply by observing the Papanashini Mahadwarasi vow. Text 537. Simply by observing one vow, which takes place due to the presence of the star Pusha, one can obtain the merit of observing 1,000 Ekadasis. Text 538. Any auspicious activity performed on this Dwadasi, including giving charity, bathing in a holy place of pilgrimage, chanting mantras, performing a fire sacrifice, studying the Vedas, and worshipping the Supreme Lord yields unlimited benefit. Text 539. Therefore, those who desire actual benefit should observe this vow with great enthusiasm. Text 540. The process of observing this vow. First, one should offer his obeisances to his spiritual master and learn from him the prescribed rules and regulations for observing this vow. One should then install a pitcher of water, as previously described, at the base of an amalaki tree. Amalaki is that Indian gooseberry, right? Small green fruit full of vitamin C, used in Ayurvedic medicine for making Chaivanapras. So, text 541, the mantras for making a formal vow. Here's the mantras, right? Dvadashyantu nirahara, stitvaham parihani bokshami jamadagnesha sharanam me bhavachuta. O master of Jamadagni, O Lord Achyuta, I will observe a complete fast on this Dwadasi and break my fast the next day. Please be merciful to me. Text 542. Thereafter, one should place a beautiful plate made of copper or bamboo on top of the water pitcher. Text 543. One should prepare a deity of Lord Parashurama with 8 ratis, or with at least 4 ratis, or at least 2 ratis of gold, and install him on the plate after bathing him nicely. Text 544. One should dress the deity in a nice dhoti and chadar, offer him an umbrella and shoes, and put tilak on his forehead using white sandalwood paste. It says in the Sanskrit here, Shveta Chandanaihi, with white sandalwood paste. Okay. Next, one should offer him tulsi and flowers and then worship each of his limbs separately. And here is the worship of his limbs, text 545 to 548. The Lord's lotus feet should be worshipped by chanting Vishokaya Namaha, his knees while chanting Vishvarupine Namaha, his thighs while chanting Hayagrivaya Namaha, his waist while chanting Damodaraya Namaha, his anus by chanting Kandarpaya Namaha, his navel by chanting Padmamaline Namaha, his stomach by chanting Anantaya Namaha, his throat while chanting Shrikantaya Namaha, his arms while chanting Haimangadhaya Namaha, his head while chanting Vaikuntaya Namaha, his eyes while chanting Jyoti Rupaya Namaha, his nose while chanting Shokanashine Namaha, his forehead while chanting Vamanaya Namaha, his ears while chanting Ramaya Namaha, and his entire body while chanting Sarvatmane Namaha. The Lord's weapons should be worshipped while chanting their respective names. Text 549. After offering Arghya, as mentioned previously, one should offer the Lord incense, a ghee lamp, and varieties of food. Then one should pray to his worshipable Lord in this manner. Text 550, the mantra for offering Arghya. Namaste Deva Devesha, Jamandagnya Namostute, Grahanagya Maya Datam, Amalya Sahito Hare. O master of the demigods, my obeisances unto you. O shelter of Jamadagni, I bow down to you. O Lord Hari, kindly accept this Arghya and Amalaki. Arghya along with Amalaki, okay. Text 551 to 552, the prayers. So here are some prayers to chant at the end of the worship. Jamadagnya namaste stu, Kshatriyanta Karayacha Sarvani Yani Papani Sapta Janma Kritanyapi Shayam Yantu Mamaivadya Tvat Prasadach Bhagava Vachikam Manasam Papam Jnanato Piva. O son of Jamadagni, I offer my obeisances unto you. Let all the sinful reactions accumulated during my previous 7 lifetimes be vanquished today by your mercy, O Bhargava. Let all the sins that I committed with my body, mind, and speech, whether knowingly or unknowingly, be nullified. Text 553. It is a fact that your devotees are always blessed with the long duration of life, fame, good health, wealth, prosperity, good fortune, and good progeny. I'm not sure if that is also supposed to be chanted. It looks like that's also part of the prayers. So it's Ayur Yashash Tata Arogyam. Tata, it should be Tata Arogyam with the Sandhi. Danam Dan Yancha Sampadam. Sobhagyam Tavabhaktasya Santanam Vipulam Bhavet. Text 554. This is also part of the prayers. Sarvan Karman Apnuvani Divyam Sokyam Nirantaram Ante Pyantu Mameshana Bhaktis Touch Charane Prabho. O my Lord, May all of my desires be fulfilled. May I enjoy all kinds of happiness without interruption. O Supreme Controller, may I ultimately obtain unalloyed devotion for your feet, your lotus feet. Text 555 and 556, again, continuing the prayers. Janardana Rishikesha Lakshminata Surachita Rama Rama Mahabaho, it should be, not Vaho, Mahabaho, Kartavirya Vinashana, Etat Sarvamaya Datam, Jnanam Geyam Tavachita, Mam Mudhara Jagannatha, Dayam Kritva Mamopari. O Janardana, O Rishikesha, O Lakshminatha, O Supreme Lord, O Rama, O Parsharama, O Mighty Armed One, O Destroyer of Kartavirya, O Achyuta, O Lord of the Universe. Whatever knowledge I have obtained has been given by you. Please deliver me by your mercy. Text 557 to 559. The worship of the Amalaki tree. So we were just talking about offering Amalaki, and now he's introduced this worship of the Amalaki tree. So, may my father, grandfathers, those who have no children, those who have descendants, those who have been born as trees or insects, those who have fallen into hell, such as Raurava and Maharaurava, those who have been born in abominable species, those who have fallen, those who are within this universe, as well as those who have appeared as ghosts or hobgoblins, accept the water offered by me at the root of this Amalaki tree. This seems to be a prayer when to be said when you're worshiping the Amalaki tree. Accept the water offered by me. So it should be chanted then. Pita Pita Mahaschanye Aputra Ye Cha Gotrinaha Vrikshayonim Gata Ye Cha Kitatvam Agataha Raurave Narake Ye Cha Maharourava Samyake Vyonim Cha Gata Ye Cha Brahmanda Mayagaha Pishachatvam Gata Ye Cha Pretatvam Agataha Te Pivantu Maya Datam Datrimule Sadapayaha. Text 560. May all these living entities become satisfied as a result of my pouring water at the root of this Amalaki tree. So this is a continuation of the prayer. Te se sarve tripti mayantu datri mula nishe chanat. Text 561. After chanting this mantra, one should pour water at the root of an Amalaki tree 108 times and then circumambulate it. Thereafter, one should remain awake that night. So I'm not sure this worship of the Amalaki tree must be maybe for one of those particular Mahadwadasis, maybe the past one. The last one was what, Papanashini? Anyway, we'll have to look back and have a look at that. So text 562. The next morning, one should worship the Lord, complete his morning duties, and break his fast after donating the deity to his spiritual master. Text 563. If this Dwadasi occurs during the month of Palguna, it possesses special glories, and in that case, it is called Govinda Dwadasi. Okay, interesting. Text 564. Thus, I've described Vijaya Mahadwadasi by quoting the Bhavishya Purana, Jayanti Mahadwadasi by quoting Skanda Purana, and the Papanashini Mahadwadasi by quoting the Brahmanda Purana. Text 565. Apart from these, there are some other Dwadasis, such as the Matsya and Nirjala, which will be described later on at the appropriate time. Thus ends the translation of the 13th Vilas of Sri Hari Bhakti Vilas.
Om Namo Narayanaaya. Om